Hi Crafty friend, it's me, Justine Dvorak from Stationery by Justine, where when I craft my world stands still. Today we're going to make some space cards, 4 cards to be specific. I'm going to start with making some galaxy backgrounds at the beginning. So if you're here for the galaxy backgrounds, welcome. If you're here for all of the fun wobbler action cards, also welcome. I'm going to smush some of Simon's ink. I used Crown Me, Prom Queen, Piggyback, and now I'm using Clear Skies. Just smushing, spraying, patting it down, and really getting it all covered up. I have done this before with some of my ink brushes, but I liked the smushing look better. It just is really fun, and it always looks different every time I do it. And I also did add some distress ink. I think that was Blueprint Sketch and the lime green there. I can't remember what that is from Simon Says Stamp. Then I'm going to use Memento ink, which is a black ink, and go in and just smudge it all over. I'm going to make kind of a line, if you will, like a curved line going through my piece here of what I was kind of thinking it was going to be the Milky Way. So that kind of is a pinky orange smushed area in the sky. So I figured that would be kind of the inspiration here. I'm going to go back in with some Blueprint Sketch and add some darker areas, but really making these galaxy backgrounds, the key is just to keep trying, and if you hate the way it looks, just try it again, because, well, the steps are add the colors, whatever you would like. I like cool tone colors, and then add the black, and then splatter on some stars. It really is that fun and that easy. And then I'm also going to use some lunar paste here with some of Simon's new items. So if you don't know, Simon Hurley is coming out with has come out with a new collection with spellbinders called Simon's Space Adventure. He also has a new scout, so I will pop pictures on the screen in a little bit, in a few minutes anyway, of his collection and what I'm going to do with these fun backgrounds. I loved adding the little stars here. I thought about taking my paintbrush and painting on stars. It ended up looking a little bit too, like, I don't know, they look like addition signs to me, so I ended up just scrapping that idea, which I'm glad I practiced on the side, because I would have been a little frustrated at myself if I would have wrecked this fun background. But again, the best part about these backgrounds is you can always make another. I'm going to take some of Simon's lunar paste and spritz it with water and mix it up. So I used the silver, which he has named Silver Lining, and just mixed that up. So I needed to get it thin enough where it could splatter. Maybe another spritz. There we go. 2 sprays, and then we have some shiny deliciousness and stars. Look at that. Oh, love it. Then I'm going to let that dry, and I'm also going to add a little bit of some glitter from Pink and Main. It is holographic. I think it's called Disco Ball. Really fun and sparkly. So I let that all dry, and with some video magic, it's all done. Now I'm going to use the Starry Night stencil for my little Milky Way area here. The stencil has 3 layers, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 3 layers. I'm going to just use one for this card. And those are the other fun little aliens and stuff. Just wait till the end. I'm so excited. I love, 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 love the way that these 4 cards turned out, and I am so thrilled to be able to work with this one. So stay tuned. Here I go back again with the lunar paste, Silver Lining again, and I'm going to just smush it all into each of the stars. Pardon the phone chime. There we go. And just get that into all of the nooks and crannies, and really just make sure everything is covered. Then when I take this off, the stencil is going to be leaving these kind of 3D effect stars, which is so fun. So I'll peel that off and let my stars dry. I did end up smushing one of them, but don't worry, I'm going to cover it up with an alien. We're all fine. I'll just let this dry, clean up my stamp wheel, and then we'll move on to another project. I just love making these galaxy backgrounds. I can't stop. There's a little sneak peek at Simon's Black Scout, which is a mini die cutting machine, but it is a powerful one. It's just like the purple one that I have, but this time it's black. And I love black, so if I didn't have the pink or the purple one already, the lilac one, I would totally get the black one, but I don't need to for my crafting needs. Alright, so I have used the embossing folder that's come with this collection and embossed a little bit of black paper, and then used the die to cut out the edge, which I think was a really fun touch that they have an edge for the die. I think that really gives it a nice finishing result. Now I'm going to make my spaceship for my little aliens to be in. I have 3 aliens for this card. 1 is going to be on the ground. 2 are going to be in the ship. I think that maybe they landed on top of, I don't know, some kind of planet where there are stars on the planet. My sentiment is going to be happy birthday Earthling. So maybe it is a dark part of Earth. I don't know. You decide what the story will be and it will make sense, but I don't know. To me, it made sense and it was super cute, and I thought that these would be perfect for birthday cards. So I'm making 3 birthday cards and 1 lovey-dovey card. This alien ship has a little area underneath it where it looks like it's beaming up something. So I die cut that out with some copper mirror cardstock. And then for my little ship here, I did futz around with this for a long time. Yeah, but it's all good. It's because I was wanting my alien ship to have a piece of acetate in front of them to make it look like they were in this little bubble, which wasn't necessary, but I did it anyway. And then I ended up adding these little details and it turned out to be super cute. But I'll let that dry and give it a second and make this last alien. This little spaceship I think is super fun to put together. You can change up the colors and make it look perfect for anyone and kind of customize it that way. I'm going to pop up my alien on the ground and line up my ship, my sentiment, and the beaming area. Sometimes when I make cards, I forget to leave a spot for my sentiments, so I'm trying not to do that in 2025 and evolve, if you will. I'm going to pop up my sentiments. I've been popping everything up. It just has to be that way in my head now. So we're going to pop the sentiments up, and then we're going to use an action wobbler on the alien ship. And I got mine from Pink and Main, so I will link that in the description. I'll link everything that I'm using in the description just in case you are interested in getting any of these products and making some fun cards for yourself. I'm going to use these enamel stickers, which are monster eyes from Spellbinders, to add to my aliens. I think it adds the cuteness factor up like times 10. I'm going to put my little action wobbler on my ship. I use the firm side on my die cut piece and the floppy side on my card. And it wobbles. Yay! I'm going to show you at the end all 4 of them wobbling together. It's so fun and satisfying, and I could sit and play with that for a long time. There it is in real time, wobbling, and so fun. How fun would that be to pull out of an envelope and have a wobbling alien ship looking right at you? I think it would be super cool. Alright, I'm going to use the background that I made at the beginning, now that it is dry, for my second card. Now, Simon has a spaceship, and he also has this rocket ship, and the rocket ship is what we're going to put together next. So I'm just coloring with some Copics. It's not important the color, it's just a yellow and a orange. I used YR14 for the orange and Y15 for the yellow, if that makes sense or is important to you. Then I'm going to add this little alien to the inside of the rocket, as if he's the little driver. I put a clear piece of acetate in front of his face so it looks like a window. Then I'm going to tape him down and then assemble the rest of my rocket. These die cuts are so fun to put together. It's like a little puzzle, and it is very satisfying, actually. Now, I looked at pictures of rockets because for whatever reason when I was die cutting I couldn't remember what color rocket ships were, but they're usually white. So I went with this white and gray color theme for my rocket, and I also used the matte silver cardstock, which is a shiny, but it is matte still, specialty cardstock from Spellbinders. So I really like the way my little rocket turned out. Then we'll add the moon. You can see that sparkly or shiny, I think it is a brushed cardstock that I used for the background of the moon. Very fun. Then I'm going to again use the sentiment, Happy Birthday Earthling, and we're going to pop it up. I'm slightly disappointed in myself that I did not pop up the moon, but I'll get over it, if you will. And then my sentiment, I'm going to tilt slightly, just a little bit, because I have my rocket tilted going to the left. And so if my sentiment is tilted going to the right and up, I think it is a nice contrast. Then I'll just adhere this onto my card base. And then that will give me a firm spot for my little wobbler to go on. And do you see all those beautiful gold stars? I die cut out a bunch of my little gold mirror cardstock scraps and made tons of stars. There's my little wobbler. Very cute. Now for adhering these on, to get them in just the right spot, I put them on first. Then I'm going to pick them up and add glue right underneath them. They are so fun, and they contrast really nicely with the silver stars that I used the stencil for. I'm very pleased with how these two turned out, and check out 2 more that I made using his collection. So this one on the left, I used the moon, the full moon stencil from Pajama Crafter Stamps. Love that moon stencil. I made 2 more cards on my channel earlier this month with it. Then the one on the left, I used some pattern paper that I had in my stash for a galaxy background. I like that one because, well, I like the sparkly purple cardstock that I used, and I like my sentiment and all of the sparkles, but I do love the galaxy backgrounds that I made myself just a teeny bit more. But the pattern paper was a very fun little hack or workaround. If you don't want to make your own galaxy backgrounds, maybe it's daunting or just not something you want to do with your time, I totally get that, and you can use pattern paper and make your own that way. I just love these wobblers. Look at how fun they are. Boing! Anyway, thank you for watching, and I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Pick a favorite before you go if you could, and I would love to see your makes at the Stationery Maker group on Facebook. So pop those finished projects on there. It doesn't have to be amazing or professional. If you're brand new to card making, I'd love to see what you're doing. And if you have any questions at all about anything I showed here or anything related to card making, I would love to help you out. So pop them in the comments. And again, thank you so much for watching. Bye, crafty friend.